Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGO Wyoming, on the move. And this morning, I want to talk to you guys about something I think is pretty cool, and that is a new trend in movies that I've seen over the last few years, culminating in Captain America: Civil War. So Hollywood is notoriously left. They are leftists. So it's just kind of an interesting shift, considering that they were very, further towards the right during the World War II era, the 1930s and 40s. But modern Hollywood is a bastion of liberalism, and that is not a good thing. But we're seeing a trend, especially for young adult movies and novels, and most of these movies are based off of novels, that the idea and the feel is, don't trust the establishment, don't trust the government. They're bad, they're out to get you. Well, which is true. That's the sad state of affairs. But it's really cool to start seeing this actually play out in a fictional world that will really connect with the younger generation. So, movies. The Hunger Games is by far the most obvious. That is, if there has ever been a down with the establishment, the government's out to get you young adult movie, that's it. But you have other things, such as the Maze Runner series, which I really personally enjoy quite a bit. And that's another one of, government and independent, crony capitalism causing major problems. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that one actually plays out. And the dangers of collectivism, of course. That's a good movie for the greater good. Sorry, I can't say the greater good without going all, Hot Fuzz on it. The greater good. If you haven't seen Hot Fuzz, watch Hot Fuzz. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. So, then you have, of course, let's see here, we've gone through Hunger Games, there's Maze Runner, there is the, good Lord, faction system. Come on, Lee, think of it. Allegiant was the last one. Those movies, yeah. With the pretty little blonde girl on it, yeah. Those ones. So, another one of Allegiant, Insurgent. Oh, good Lord. This is going to bother me. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just having a brain fart this morning. So, that's another one where society has been broken basically into a communist society where everybody has their place and everybody does their thing. And, if you are different, i.e. you can fit into all the other factions, of course, you're hunted down and persecuted. So, all of these things are coming together basically to show this younger generation that, man, you gotta think for yourself. You need to be aware of those that govern you, those that enslave you, and that sometimes being governed is being enslaved. Well, actually, all the time being governed is being enslaved. But so the wife and I watched Captain America: Civil War over the weekend. I was thinking, cool. I love my Marvel movies. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Marvel nerd. And I've read a decent number of Marvel comics, mostly centering around Spider-Man. I have not read the Civil War series of comics. So I've just been kind of following the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I really, really wanted to root for Iron Man. I love the character. I love Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of the character. And all the movies have been excellent. But if you haven't seen Civil War, warning, spoiler alert, potential spoiler alert here. The concept is that the Avengers are too powerful to govern themselves. And yeah, the Avengers do kind of make a mess of things, and they don't have a whole ton of accountability. Although Tony Stark does try to actually make amends for many, many things. NATO gets together and says, hey, we're going to bring the Avengers under our control and under our oversight committee, and you're going to have to do what we tell you, when we tell you, and how we tell you. And, oh, by the way, all of your stuff, all of your equipment, and all of your assets are now ours. And if you do anything that is against what we say, there will be consequences. Of course, this is called the Sokovia Accord, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, is very much for this due to a guilty conscience of all the multiple things that have happened throughout the Avengers films and the Iron Man films. However, step in Captain America, who really shows his true colors as Captain America, who says, no, this is wrong, we're losing our liberties. I mean, no, not those exact words. He's saying, no, this is wrong, we are going to lose our liberty. And he said, it brings up an excellent point of, what do we do if they want us to do something that we know is wrong? It's a good question. It's a very good question. And I'm really hoping that as people are watching this, they're not just thinking of this as science fiction or fantasy or just another comic book movie, but there's a lot of commentary going on here. And I've got to say, I can't imagine that the comic book writers aren't libertarians or, some kind of conservative thinkers, because comic books, that's just, for the most part of what I've read and what I've seen in movies, that's how they go. You have your good guy, you have your bad guy, but there are shades of gray in there, and sometimes the bad guy appears to be a good guy. And sometimes things that seem good are really bad. And fortunately, in Civil War, you have Captain America there, Captain Rogers there to say, no, this isn't okay. And it causes a huge fight between those that are, pro-Sokovia Accord, i.e. pro-globalism, and those that are pro-freedom, pro-liberty, i.e. Captain America and his crew. So, very cool movie, very cool to see the concept thrown out there on the big screen, and hopefully people will look into it more than just, hey, cool, Captain America hits Iron Man. Yeah. No, it's definitely more than that. So, check it out. Let me know what you think. If you've seen it, leave me a note in the comments. If you have any comments on the other movies I mentioned, the Maze Runner series, or Hunger Games series, or the series that I still can't think of, let me know. I appreciate hearing what you guys have to say. If you have any other cool sci-fi or comic book movies that definitely fall into the same category, let me know so I can give them a watch. Alrighty, well, here at work now, and by the way, if you can see behind me, there's a giant piece of machinery, and that is resting where my old office and warehouse used to be. It's gone. No more. Thank you, City of Casper. So, that's kind of exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked this video and found it entertaining and or educational, please let me know in the comments below. And of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe for more great videos. And as always, stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see you guys next time.